Welcome to Wipf and Stock's instructional video series. In this video, I will illustrate how to format your lists. You can find more information in your author guide under Stage 4, Preparing a Final Manuscript. Please note that I am using Microsoft Word 2011 for Mac. You may be using a different version, so some menus may appear differently. The first thing we'll do is take a look at a simple numbered list. You can see here all I've done is simply added text 1, 2, and 3. This is not a formatted list using Microsoft's function, it's simply text. If you do it this way, we end up having to spend a lot of time deleting these extra numbers because the conversion between Microsoft Word and our typesetting software doesn't retain those. So we have to spend some time doing extra formatting. So what I'd like you to do is spend a moment and format it yourself using Microsoft's function. That way it becomes easier for the typesetters to work with. So highlight your text. Simply go up to see these three menus that allow for different numbered lists and bulleted lists, and click on the numbered list. It'll format it. You can see there's a little tab in between. That's okay, simply leave it there. And this will format it in such a way that when it's imported into our software, it retains the formatting we like. Now we also want you to tag this so that we make sure that our typesetters see this. And the way to tag this is to simply do an open bracket, looks like that, then type NL for numbered list, 1 through 3, and then close your bracket. At the very end of your numbered list, and note that it is in this last paragraph, it's not actually at the beginning of your numbered list. We want it to be right here. Now the close tag needs to sit at the last numbered list. So open bracket, we want this slash, tells us to close it, and then NL and bracket. Now let's take a look at a little more complex one. You can see what I've done here is the same text. And then what I've done for my alpha list, my A-B list, is to simply have a tab here and then my A. Now sometimes Microsoft Word is kind of nice and you can simply select this whole list, hit your numbered list, and it'll format it. We'll see if it does it in this case. It did. And so you can see that it added the little tab in between. This is an actual list now, and you've got your A, B, 1, 2, and 3. It looks beautiful. Sometimes it won't format it well, and you have to do some playing with it to make it actually look exactly right. The more complex lists, you have to spend a little more time formatting. And we also want you to tag this as well. So same as before, let's do that numbered list in L, 1 through 3, and then we'll also close it down here. Now in between we also have this A-B list. What we're going to do in this is you're going to have a tag here, and we want AL for A-B list, and then 1 through 2. And then we want you to close it right here. And what this tells us, these many tags tell us, is that this is the beginning of our list, and it closes it, but this is also the beginning of a mini list inside. And so that way when the typesetter begins to work on this list, they'll know the hierarchy of how you're intending it to appear. Last thing we want to look at is a bulleted list. You can see here what I've done is add hyphens. Hyphens, the same as just text in the numbered lists, don't appear correctly in the final manuscripts in the conversion process between Microsoft Word and our typesetting software. So what we want you to do is delete those hyphens, select your text, and instead use this bulleted list function. And you can see it formats it nicely. Then we'll also add the tags, BL for bulleted list, 1 through 3. And then we'll close it. Now, like with this more complex numbered list, you can do the same thing with bulleted lists. Let's say you have text that you want to be in the middle, and you have more text. You can see that it simply adds it. It actually changed the style in Microsoft Word to be a little bit of a different bullet. So same thing as before with these, the middle list. So we want to have more bullets. So we will go BL for bulleted list, 1 through 2, and then we'll close this. BL, oops, make sure we have our slash in there that tells us to close it. So if you have any other questions, don't hesitate to contact us. We're more than happy to help you walk through it.